KTVU. I did call Echo Housing. I did call uh, Red Cross. I did call. I'm sorry.
You made more than enough phone calls.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's far too many that you should try to make.
I'm speaking for myself. I took the initiative to work with one of our owners, Kevin, that said he would accept the California COVID rental agreement. I have it in here. I went down, filled out the paperwork, and I was told that my rent would be covered until February. So I knew I had until February to do what I need to do to move on. But they never said what was going to happen. What happened was they gave you documents that wasn't real. Nothing came from the courts. Nothing came from the police department. It came from a gentleman that said he's now our property manager.
Right. Daniel White of
right.
Whitty of
yes, exactly.
Financing
He
Services.
came on the property just yelling, screaming, being very disrespectful. I wanted to know what type of services he was, so I called and he answered the phone and I asked him, what type of services do you provide? He said, we help with eviction notices and things like that. He goes, what are you? Are you a tenant? Are you a tenant or a landlord? I said, I'm a tenant. He said, well, I'm not helping tenants at this time, and hung up the phone.
Wow.
So I'm reaching out for help. There's people here that's older than me, that's disabled like me, that's on a fixed income like me, that's trying to do the right thing. I went down and did the services for the California COVID rental relief program. I have no electricity. Our water is coming off the river, and that's attached to a pump, which is electric. So the pump is electric. PG&E came out here, unplugged our electric, and nobody had anything. They just got up out of here. They just told me and my uncle they were here to service that transformer. Next thing you know, everything got quiet.
Quiet, dark, no heat, anything like that?
No heat, no nothing. I did call 911 and we did get an officer out here, and Joe Losado came out here as well and introduced himself to us, and he said, and he stipulated, here's a fire hazard. It's an electrical fire hazard. And Joe Losado said he cannot turn the electricity back on because he might lose his job if he turned it on and something was to catch on fire.
And did he tell you that Contra Costa has an abatement agreement contract with the property owner to remove all of you?
No.
So,
No. Like I said, I received, if you hold on just a second, I can go get the paperwork, what we got from him, and the paperwork that Al signed
for the rental relief?
for the rental relief program.
Through the
Yes, for California rental release program. I have his signature that he signed off on it. So I'm wondering why I don't have water or electricity. We can't use the bathroom. Those are boarded up, as you saw before. All the bathroom here are all boarded up. You got people in here that's not supposed to be here, but they're here because everybody here kind of gave up. Well, I'm telling you, my name is Kimberly Perez. I'm an educated female. I'm not gutter trash. I'm intelligent. And I know what you're doing is wrong. And you need to pay.
and you were a nurse
That's right.
until you had an injury on the job.
That's right. I had 2 fusions, one in the front, one in the back. My C3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 are no more. I have no more discs. I have what they call a fusion. And I'm in pain every single day. But I have to push myself because I've tried several times to get help, to get IHSS to come out here and help me after I had my surgeries. This was once a beautiful place when Rhonda was manager here and we had the okay to do things. This place was clean. It was tranquility for people like me that's disabled. You have people here that are on fixed incomes that don't know what's going on, and that's freaking out. So everybody's trying to help everybody and lean on everybody, but you got COVID. You have all these things where we're supposed to stay 6 feet away because people are getting sick. We don't know what people have here. So all I know is I need to take care of my uncle, myself, and I have my neighbor who had a heart attack here on his boat, and he has nobody here.
And I mean, you're going through all this. You're also on oxygen, aren't you?
That's right.
And so now, you're going to be forced to run your oxygen on a generator?
Exactly.
And has anybody told you about the dangers of when you have a generator running oxygen, how the alternating currents can cause condensation in the oxygen?
Yes.
They have informed you that?
Yes.
And so you're right now, your life is being put in jeopardy.
Right.
Because of what the property and the county are doing.
Right. And the object is that you want to scare people away. That's what they're doing. They're trying to scare us away. That's why everybody's coming together. I'm not going to say everybody but myself. I'm a victim. I came here to recuperate and try to live with my injuries that's going on with me. And the gentleman that was across the street that says, quote unquote, he's a new property manager, he's going to take pictures of everybody. Who gave him permission?
He took your picture?
He was taking pictures of everybody here. Matter of fact, it's on his internet. And he works for Clandestine Services LLC. Matter of fact, there's one in Texas, I think one in Washington, because I looked them up on the Better Business Bureau. One had a complaint that said that they take too long to respond back to their complaints. That's why they're not registered with the Better Business Bureau. I did the research, so I'm not understanding why am I suffering when everybody else here is doing the same thing. Everybody else is trying to make it.
And he was threatening to take your pictures and then publicize your public records to your neighborhood, the whole neighborhood.
That's right. He said that he was going to take our pictures. Well, I'm going to tell you, the property, quote-unquote, manager, that he called the police on us after he verbally abused everybody here, saying, go back in your little holes. Okay, I'm going to make sure the dump trucks come through and roll you over. But guess what? I'm here. And I'm not going nowhere until you need to do what you need to do. And you do what you need to do.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. And let's get that paperwork. Let's see that paperwork because